Stop asking if Librela or Solensia are safe. Start asking why so many people are quietly sharing horror stories. No one wants to acknowledge, seriously, how many times does that question need to be asked before people start noticing what's actually happening? Because while that question keeps getting repeated, something else is happening in the background. People are sharing story after story after story of pets that didn't just not improve. They declined fast in ways that don't make sense if everything is as safe as it's claimed to be, and yet somehow those stories keep getting dismissed, ignored, or buried under the same recycled reassurance. So let's actually talk about it. These drugs are not labeled as end-of-life drugs. That's not what they were originally presented as. But listen to how people talk about them now, like they're some kind of last resort gamble when nothing else works. That alone should raise questions, because if something isn't designed for that purpose, why is it being used that way? And more importantly, what happens when it goes wrong? I'm not talking about mild side effects here. I'm talking about reports of joint deterioration, animals becoming unstable, struggling to walk ataxia. I'm talking about liver and kidney concerns, anemia, sudden behavioral and physical changes that owners weren't prepared for. And here's the part that should really make you stop and think. How many of these cases are being properly tracked, acknowledged, or even connected? Because when one person speaks up, it's easy to dismiss. When hundreds do, it's harder. When thousands do, you have a pattern, and patterns matter. But instead of investigating those patterns seriously, the conversation keeps looping back to the same question. Is it safe? That's the wrong question. The right question is, what are people actually experiencing and why? Because no drug is risk-free. But pretending concerns don't exist doesn't make them go away. It just delays the moment people are forced to confront them. And in this case, it's not just data points, it's animals. Pets that rely completely on their owners to make the right call. That responsibility matters. Librela and Solensia are being positioned as solutions. And for some, maybe they appear to work at least initially. And that's the illusion. But for others, that improvement turns out to be something very different. An illusion. A temporary shift that hides a deeper problem until it's too late to reverse it. And that's what people need to start paying attention to. Not just the promise, but the outcome. Not just the marketing, but the reality. Because your pet doesn't get a second chance if something goes wrong. So stop asking the same surface-level question. Start digging deeper. Start listening. And start taking seriously the voices that are trying to warn you before you find yourself wishing you had. Signed Shadow's petition to end this cruelty. https://chng.it/v8tjfyxv7r